Trump says,
Is the mic is on?
That I kept it warm.
did you got it? You contribute to my pain. You contribute like to my pressure. You know what you said? This covers. Did I say that? Did y'all heard that? Did I say it? Did he say it? No.
Yo, welcome back to BluJuiceTV. Welcome back where the culture meets the conversation. Listen, we got a lot to get into. And I'm laughing so much, y'all, because let me just get into my life real quick. I know y'all be like, we get a video here and then gone for 2-3 days, and I get it. But let me just explain. I work a full-time job, and then I sing in real life as well in my city. Not professionally, but in my city I sing. And so if you can hear, like, my voice is clearly gone. And so I'm struggling trying to get this out, but I haven't released anything in the last few days, so I have to release this video. So y'all just bear with me. All right, let's move on. But before we can get into the tea, let's talk about, y'all know what we gotta do. We gotta do the basics. I need y'all to go like everything is going crazy. That I could not get that to come to my brain. But yeah, I need y'all to go like, and most importantly, subscribe, y'all. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are now at like 700 and something. Shout out to you guys, like, for real though. Like, every time I ask y'all, like, y'all pull through and y'all come through, and it went up like almost 100 subscribers just from that last video. So thank you guys so much. Please go do the same thing. Keep that same energy on this video, and let's reach for the stars, baby. All right. Now, y'all know I'm not one to hold you. We're going to get right into the things. Let's do it right now. Let's talk about the mess. All right, y'all. First, let's talk about Beia. It's a whole lot of money in this thing. Yeah. Ooh. It's a whole lot of money in this month. Okay. Let's talk about Beia. Beia finally dropped her debut album, Bianca. And look, opinions are split. Some call it a masterpiece. Others, they're saying it's mid. But here's my take. I feel like the album, it shows Beia's range. Like, she raps, she does R&B, island vibes, all of the things. I said in one of my notes, so I'm gonna go over a couple of the songs that I listened to. I don't want to go over all of them. These are just a few that kind of stood out. So the intro song, which is called October, with that song alone, I feel like Beia could not easily, but she could possibly replace how could I say this? I don't think she can place Rihanna, but I feel like she could, if she went full out R&B and vocals and singing, because I need y'all to go listen to October. Just listen to the vocals. And you can hear, like, she kind of sounds like Rihanna. Like, she gives that same vibe as Rihanna. Kind of like the monotone singing voice. Now, that might sound crazy, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it's kind of nonchalant and just, I don't know. Y'all know how Rihanna be singing. And that's kind of what she gave on this intro track. And I feel like if she went, the singing lane, I feel like she could possibly, like, fill the void. The void that everybody just, keeps speaking about, how they keep missing Rihanna and all of the things. I feel like Beia, she could actually, she could pop out some hits if she just tried that. I think for her next album, she should do, pull a Doja Cat. That next album, I would try and do, a whole pop R&B album, similar to some Rihanna's type stuff. And then I would if she just has to rap, I would do it, but it would be real short verses of rap, but majority of the song would be singing. Because you can even hear the island vibe, and I don't even think she's an island girl. She's from Boston or whatever, but you can hear, well, she is like Puerto Rican or something like that, I think she's something like that. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, you can hear the island vibe in her voice, and I think it would just, I think, Beia, listen, if you're listening in, girl, next album we doing pop R&B only. It's time to try something new. You can come back to rapping if this doesn't work out. And no shade, like, I like Beia as a rapper, but will she ever be one of the main girlies? That's a question I want y'all to ask yourself while y'all judging me for trying to tell this lady to go and do a vocal album. While y'all judging me, I want you to ask yourself that question. Will she ever be one of the main rap girlies? Me personally, I don't see it. Like, I love her and I think she's very talented, but I don't see her personally rising up to become one of the main girls. Because, not saying that, you know, all it takes is personality, but yeah, nowadays all it takes is personality. Clearly, like, you can look at Barney B and see, you don't even have to write, you don't even have to know how to hold a you don't have to know how to say a full out sentence. You can barely know how to talk, barely know how to speak, barely know how to rap, don't have no flow, nothing. Like, you just struggling all over the music. But if you have a personality, them people, they gonna love you and they'll eat it up. And I just don't see that with my girl Beia. I'm so sorry. I really want her to try the singing R&B pop route, try to do like some Rihanna type songs, and I can see that popping off for her. I really can. Alright, the next song it's called Dade. I think it had a nice little vibe. I like Beia's flow, and especially the chorus. I really like the chorus when she said, "I'm a lane switcher, itcha, itcha." That was fire. And then Key Glock, he did his thing as well. He matched her vibe, so I like that. We on Go. Again, I like Beia's verse. It wasn't nothing to write home about to me, but I think it was a pretty good song. Let me just say the whole album, because I'm not about to go over all these songs. The whole album was nice, but I don't know if I would be listening to it again, because it's a solid rap album, but I don't know if, again, I feel like for me, like, you know how how the queen is like animated and you just gonna get everything. Even though Beia, I applaud her for stepping out and doing different sounds. Like, she's done all kind of things, and I'm gonna get a little bit more into my review on it later. But I love how Nicki like changes her voice, and she just keeps you into a song the whole entire time. And so, yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna say too much there, but I have like two favorite songs on the album. My favorite two songs is One Thing, and I really, really like Bad Guy. And yeah, I think those are the two that I really, really like right now. But the album is legit, y'all. Like, it's a good album, so please go listen to it. But let me get into what I was gonna say. So again, I feel like the album is showing her range. You know, she does the R&B, rap, island vibes. She's proven that she's not just one-dimensional, and that's very important in this world and in this game. You can feel her confidence and her heart in it. She has tracks with different like rap fellas like Nas, A$AP Ferg, Denzel Curry, Becky G, Ty Dolla $ign. I love me some Ty Dolla $ign. And she definitely brought some heavy hitters. The production was very clean, and that's one thing I can't knock from Barney. Barney's production was crispy, and I feel like Beia did her thing with this production. It was very crispy. And Onika Tanya, March 26th, that production has to be crispy clean, boo. Like, we know you're gonna do what you gotta do, but that production, we need that crispy. All of the tracks need to be turned up to the max. When you turn to the next song, it should have that same volume. All of the things, we need all of that. All right, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, no shade. Pink Friday 2 is that's my jam. But sometimes the next song come on and it be super low, and I be like, what is this? about, blow out your speakers listening to it because you blasting one song just to get it at a decent volume. Then the next song might come on loud, and then Onika, sidebar, Onika girl, I need y'all to have that production lit, all the way. All right. But yeah, Beia's production was fire. The beats knocked, and when it hits, it really hits. I loved a lot of the songs. I feel like Bianca, it feels like it's Beia's statement piece. Personal, fearless, and ambitious. Not perfect, but it's solid. And so I'm giving it, let's give it a B+. I give it a B+ overall. She's finding her sound, and she's having fun with, trying new sounds. I love any artist that don't just, and I hate to keep using her, but yeah, since they all beefing anyway, I'm gonna use them against each other, like Barney. So it seems like they just came together for her album and was just trying to make the best out of the best songs, which that's what you want to do. But it seemed like they were just trying to make everything a single, which I figured they try to, and I feel like they have to do that for her because they have to do that with her because she's already not really talented. So you have to make sure the songs are all the way souped up and they're just perfect, instead of just being an artist and just being lyrical sometimes. I think they go in and just be what's the most catchiest thing that what can we do to and I get it, that's probably what all artists do to a certain extent, but I just feel like they literally try to make every song on her album a single, like they did with Invasion of Privacy, but it didn't work this time, unfortunately. I feel like that's what they try to do, but it seems like Beia is just she's being free and she's trying things, and I really appreciate that with any artist, because how do you get better if you just keep doing the same old thing? Yeah. And so Beia, I give you a B+, girl. You did your thing. Let's move on to the next thing. Beia went to the Breakfast Club. Child. And as you know, I don't even call them the Breakfast Club. Why did I just say that? The Bias Club. She went to the Bias Club, and the Bias Club, you could just look at the interview, the clips, because I do not watch that show. I refuse to watch it. But the clips I seen, when they asked her about the Cardi B beef, and when she went into it, and she was like, listen, I responded to Cardi B ASAP when she brought up my name. When she said something about me, I responded ASAP. She said it took Cardi her and her team, a whole year to respond. And she was just like, I'm at a different frequency right now. I'm not trying to go back down to the gutter to go argue with this woman. And then she cleared it up. She was like, I already covered this because these are different interviews, and she's kind of saying some of the same stuff. But she was just like, what I look like constantly fighting with Party. For those who don't know, again, Party is Cardi B's ghostwriter. And so she was just like, no, I'm not going to keep fighting with this man years later and stuff. They're not even responding on time. And so y'all expect me to just go back and reignite a beef, or go back and reignite something that's over a year old? No, I'm done with it. I washed my hands of it. And that's what she was just basically saying. But I was cracking up because you could just look when she said any of that. I feel like anybody else, they would have been cracking up oh, ghostwriter. They would have gave different energy. But you could look at all of their faces. They didn't crack one smile. They was just on to the next thing, they are a hot mess. And I'm mad that Beia even went on there. I need artists to leave them alone. That show is not good for hip-hop. It's not good for the culture.
When Cardi dropped her song Pretty and Petty as F, you posted in the studio and said, well, now I have 16 songs that you can name. So the fans thought we would get a response on the project.
It's not to say I don't have a response, but I think where I'm at right now, that was a year ago. And what am I gonna do? Keep beefing with Partisan over and over again? Why would I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know what it started from. She knows where it started from. Only thing I'm here to do right now is to make people pay attention to my album. And if I decide to address it 6 months from now, two weeks from now, a year from now, cool, I can address it, but I could address it on wax. That's what I did the first time.
Yeah.
I went to she said my name, I went to the studio and addressed it in 24 hours, And then you made me wait a whole year. So what I'm supposed to do? Bring myself back to a lower frequency when I'm already up here?
Crazy thing is, call me stupid, but where did the beef start? Can somebody help me?
I don't know either.
Lauren?
She would know.
So,
Okay, Lauren, you...
All right, moving on. All right, let's talk about Kevin Bernard Gates. I'm just playing, y'all. I don't know if that man's middle name is Bernard. Let me stop before he coming, because Kevin be going in on folks. Please don't attack me, sir. I'm just trying to cover this news. But listen, y'all, the people... Well, a video surfaced recently, and the people said that Kevin's out here with saggy pants and saggy cheeks. Child, take a look at this video. Somebody said, he dragging that wagon. Y'all ain't right. Leave that man alone. Y'all gotta leave people alone. If that's what they do, that's what they do. I mean, I hear y'all, like, the man is getting older in age, and why would you just want to walk around with your whole, booty out? Like, that's a little crazy, but, y'all gotta learn to leave people alone, because people, they will go upside your head. And Kevin Gates is definitely one of those people who will go upside your head. All right, and before he go upside mine, let's move on. Move on. All right, next we're going to talk about another person who is about to play in our face with this music biz. I know this girl ain't got no talent. I know she don't write. And she's doing, she's singing, so you don't have to necessarily write. But people that just don't have no gift in this area, I don't know, it grinds my gears. I guess they should be able to, dibble and dab in a few different things if they want to, or if they can afford to. But when I just see legit people get passed up for all of these gimmicky people, it does something to my soul. But maybe I'm just hating, child, because if I had a whole bunch of money, I probably would just do whatever I want to as well. So let's get into the things. Kylie Jenner just released her first song. And I bet not see this song go viral. I bet not see this song at the top of nobody's charts, or I'm going to lose my mind, because I'm sick of it. But at the same time, Kylie, do your thing. You got your money. You got money to fund your stuff. Who are me to judge? Do what you got to do. I guess I just need to shut my mouth and just be quiet and let people do what they do. But I just don't want another person's opportunity to get, taken by another trash artist. But anyways, y'all, Kylie is featured on Tara Jr.'s new single, and I got a little clip, and I hope that I can play it for y'all. I'm gonna try. If it doesn't show up on this video, just know I got the copyright strike or whatever, and I had to take it out. So yeah, we shall see at the end if it's there or not. But if you are not able to hear it here, please go check it out. It's all over the World Wide Web, and it ain't nothing to write home about. So, but this world love mediocrity, so it might shoot to the top. Anyways, check it out.
On my fault, like 1 strike, 2 strike, let me get the mood right. I just wanna tell you I'm sorry.
Y'all, okay. So Lil Wayne, I guess he was on tour or, whatever, on his tour bus. And he made a quick video condemning, pretty much condemning, fast food, and say he hasn't eaten fast food in, 20 years. And there was a guy, responded and said, ninjas drink codeine and smoke 200 blunts daily, but draw the line at a spicy chicken sandwich. Yo, I die because he ain't never lied. Make it make sense. Lil Wayne, at the end of his video, he gonna tell the people to eat healthy, make healthy choices. Meanwhile, you is out here, smoking all kinds of blunts in a day and sipping on lean, codeine, all that stuff. Sir, come on, y'all be setting yourself up for failure. Just be quiet. If you don't want to eat fast food, that's you. Just do what you do. but you really you can't pass that word along because everything else you do in your life is just kind of trash. Not everything you do in your life. I'm sorry, y'all don't attack me, but I'm saying as far as like health wise, like drinking lean. That is a no. Like, that's horrible to your health. Like, you can look at him and tell that he's made horrible health decisions by participating in sipping lean and smoking all of the things that he smokes. Like, he looks a mess. No shade. So I died, y'all, and the comments was even worse. Like, I want him, like, if you can afford it and you can do the things, that's good. But I just wouldn't post it. Like, it's good that you're eating healthier, but I don't think people can hear it. They can't take that from you because it just don't seem right. But y'all, I died because I read a comment. Somebody said, I'm going to be quiet because don't nobody feel like arguing with Reginae today. You ain't never lied. Matter of fact, let me shut up. We moving on because Reginae, please don't find my page. I don't want no smoke. Because one thing Reginae gonna do is fight for her parents on the World Wide Web. So yeah, let me move on because I ain't got time. But yeah, Lil Wayne, sit this one out. Sit this one out, friend. Alright, check out this clip.
We had pulled over to eat. You know I don't eat fast food, so we pulled over to cook. You know I don't eat fast food, so no. You know I don't eat fast food, so we pulled over to cook and shit. So we gotta watch the car and shit. We got stuck under the car. So we cook. See? We pulled over and we cook. So eat healthy, young men, young women.
Alright, y'all, moving on. Let's talk about Onika Tanya Mirage Petty. Nicki Minaj, she was on Twitter Spaces today. Early in the morning. I was at work, chat. But I was able to catch it. And, yeah. She was on Twitter Spaces and she says... Trump says, I'm just playing. Nicki said that NM6, Nicki Minaj, her 6th album, it just feels too easy. She said that her last couple of albums felt like work. And not that work is a bad thing, but she's just saying that this time I guess it's just, everything is just coming to her. It's just flowing. Everything is easy. She said it didn't feel like work at all. She said this album is going to be different. And that if you're a Nicki Minaj hater or a Barb hater, that you might want to go ahead and log off for the rest of the year. Because it's going to get uglier than Ken Barbie. Child, that's what she said. Now, you know, I got a little clip here. I'm going to play this for y'all. I want y'all to check it out. For those who did not catch the Spaces, I got a short bit of it for you. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play a little something so y'all can get caught up on some of the things. Alright? Check out this clip.
Never felt this way this soon. Well, I guess you can't call it soon. I guess because so much music is done. And I've done it so quickly though, so that's why I say so soon. Never felt like this so soon in the process. You know, like feeling like it's so easy. Like I remember feeling like, oh, like, you know, sometimes it was starting, you know, it was kind of feeling like work at times with my last couple projects. Whereas this one just feels like, oh, it's too fucking easy. Oh, the Barbs is gonna be. Gotcha. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I could put this on everything I love. When this album come out, if you don't like the Barbs, you're going to have to get off the internet for the rest of the year. I don't even put nothing on. I don't even like saying I put something on everything I love. But honey child, honey pie, honey cutie, honey face. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay.
I have a question.
Make it quick.
So like the feeling that you feeling, are you feeling like that because you feel like you are getting some stuff up?
All right, we're gonna stay right here just for a little bit, y'all. Child. Nicki Minaj also hopped online and said that her credit card has been used fraudulently. That was hard to say. Fraudulently, her card has been used over $30,000. That's allegedly what has been posted all over the World Wide Web. And Nicki shared some tea on her IG page, and the people are starting to believe that it may be her stylist, her old stylist, because I believe she unfriended a lot of people that were really close to her. So everyone is really just trying to speculate and trying to understand who it could be, but the people are starting to believe that it's her stylist. And that's because there's a few different things. The stylist, he's friends with a YouTuber by the name of Zach Campbell. And Zach Campbell he just goes in on Nicki Minaj every chance that he gets. And I got a little clip of him going off and just saying some crazy stuff and acknowledging that he knows people that are somehow connected to Nicki Minaj. And yeah, I want y'all to check this clip out before I go on.
Nicki has worked with people I've known. I know. And I've heard horror stories when they come back from working with this woman. I've got people that I love dearly that would never work with her day in their life because they said, and then she's asked them, oh yes, Miss Bitch, we know your tea. She's begged the girls to come work back for her. And they say no, because I can't take her. She's tired, she's exhausting, she's miserable. She's terrible to work with. And the people know what I'm talking about. People in the industry know what I'm talking about. The fans, y'all gonna be, oh my God, you can't talk about Nicki like that. But when I'm talking about real, I'm talking about industry, real life, behind the curtain, girl. No shade. Her shit
But not only is that the reason why people are thinking it's him, because that really doesn't tie him to the fact that he's stealing money from her. It just kind of like proves that there's people in her camp that are like frauds. You know, they're going behind her back talking and, you know, lying and different things. But the main thing that really pointed people to him was this man has been allegedly charged in the past, about 10 years ago, for doing the exact same thing. Let me read this to y'all. Alright, y'all, so her old stylist, he was allegedly charged in 2010 for credit card fraud when he was only 23 years old. And, you know, the people are just saying this is not, Nicki Minaj is not his first victim. And allegedly, after that the first time when he got caught up and got the charge and everything, he legally changed his name to try and hide this, which is why Nicki probably didn't know. Ciao. So, I'm gonna read y'all, you know, his whole background. Well, the whole background of the fraud case. So, the police arrested 2 men on October the 2nd and charged them with larceny. The suspects presented debit cards with no funds to pay for charges in the meat market and Flatiron districts. According to the complaint filed by DA Cy Vance Jr., I don't want to say this man's name because I don't want to put this out. Yeah, y'all can read it. It's on the screen. He was 23 years old, was charged with stealing more than $3,000 by paying for bills at the Gansvoort Hotel at 9th Avenue. Y'all, I know I'm probably tearing up these names, but it is what it is. 9th Avenue and 13th Street. And for purchases at the Apple Store on 9th Avenue at 14th Street with no funds cards. Blank more. Look, I'm trying my best not to say their name and I still say his last name. The next person that was involved in the case was 22 years old and he was charged with stealing more than $1,000 for using a no funds card to pay for charges at the Giraffe Hotel. 365 Park Avenue, 365 Park Avenue South, according to the DA's office. Child. They gonna be locked up, won't let me out. Oh my God, my voice is horrible. They gonna be locked up, child. This is real. Because Onika, she said, y'all is finna be in jail. Like, she literally put this in her IG. And we know Onika is normally a person that is full of grace, forgiveness, But I just really think that she is just over people playing in her face. I think she even knows people know that she's like that. She'll forgive you at the drop of a hat. But I think she's over that. Like, y'all just cannot keep playing in my face. Like, everybody, the music industry playing in my face, just allowing foolishness to go on. These whack artists who y'all got delusional out here thinking that they can end people's careers. Everything is crazy. And you know what? I wasn't even going to talk about that. But now that that just came up, let's go there. Okay? Y'all, there is a video. I'm going to post it. Matter of fact, watch it right here. And I'm going to talk about it afterwards.
Tell you something. Tonight, I'm not listening to Am I the Drama. I'm going to listen to some love songs tonight. Because the way I've been in Vietnam, I need to chill. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go fucking back to Vietnam. And I'm going to let bitches have their fun. Have your fun. But when I say I'm pretty and petty as fuck, hoes think they ready, they ain't ready enough. They're not ready enough. But have your fun, though. I'm going to let you have your fun. Poor thing. Twitter must be gassing them heavy, making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready.
Barney, if you don't get yo, you know what, I'm not even gonna go there. Y'all have pumped this lady's head up so much that she literally believes that she can end people's careers. I hate y'all for this. I really do. Y'all really got this lady thinking that she can end people's careers. Like, this is really, it has gotten way out of hand. And I blame y'all. And so listen, when Nicki comes out and goes to hell, when she goes all the way to the hell, which I hope she does on a couple of tracks. Don't even dedicate one to her. Drag that, I'm like JT. Drag her forever. Not forever, because we don't want the whole album about Barney. Ugh. But make sure it's well worth it. Like, if you got to do 2 or 3 songs, do that. That's fine. We the people, we are here for about 2 or 3 songs being used for her. I need her to be dragged and humbled. Like, I need you to remember that you're just a stripper, child. Like, you are simply just a stripper that cannot talk, who everyone has sympathy for. And Barbs, get ready, because when Nicki comes out, they gonna be crying and, you know, just making it seem like Nicki is the devil. Just all of the things. So, y'all, just prepare your hearts and minds. But let's go to hell. Yeah, let's do that. In these rap streets, let's go to hell. I need that lady to be dragged back to from whence she came. That's how the old church mothers be talking, from whence you came. But yeah, when she goes to hell, we don't want to hear nothing. Y'all seen the video I just showed y'all. Barney said what she said. Alright? So we don't want to hear no sympathy, no crying, none of the things. Hush and take this beating. But anyways, y'all, I gotta move on. This next part is really sad, y'all. Let's take a quick moment of silence for R&B soul legend D'Angelo. D'Angelo passed away today after a private battle with pancreatic cancer. D'Angelo was only 51 years young. A true icon. Most of you probably remember him from How Does It Feel? And some of you remember him from Brown Sugar. His impact on soul music is forever. Rest in power, King. Y'all be in prayer for his son. D'Angelo and Angie Stone had a son. And as you guys already know, Angie Stone she passed away earlier this year. And their only son together just lost his last living parent today. I couldn't imagine the pain. So be in prayer for him, y'all. I know that has to be hard. All right, y'all, let's move on. We got to get on out of here. We have covered everything that I set out to cover today. But, you know, just to wrap things up, we discussed Bia's debut album, Nicki's fraud drama, Kevin Gates' sagging pants and saggy cheeks, Kylie Jenner playing in the studio, and yeah, I believe some other things, but at this very moment, I can't quite remember. So we're gonna just get on up out of here. Listen, I need y'all to like, comment, please comment, let's chit chat. I'm gonna try to respond as much as I can, and most importantly, please subscribe to the page. Let's grow and let's go together, y'all. All right. Also, please remember, everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All right. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay vibey, stay all of the things. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces. Hey, yes. Hey, 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 hey. Child, I forgot what I was singing at that point. Hopefully that ended up being deuces and I do say. Bye, y'all.